Yeah, there you go. Play me some little baby.
Presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. This place getting even louder a short time ago.
I can't keep hustling.
Sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Buying time is left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up the blitz.
And giving credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The throw on 2nd down to Newton. Being chased out of the out.
I don't know how the fuck he's saying that nigga open.
Shot the 45 at the 46. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Newton. Carrying it out deep for Smith. Caught inside the 15.
I should have kept running with that fucking linebacker. I would have just picked that. Easy. I keep it rocks. Set that up so you ain't gotta come down and do that no more. I don't know if I could have clicked on him.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock out the line and bring up 2nd down.
EOSR and mirrorless camera system. We've had EOSR for several.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I see how he played too. He ain't gonna do no scramble out with the quarterback. No sir. Try something else.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shutout.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4th down territory? Might he go for it?
Now he'll escape to his left.
Man, that's nigga. Really? I ain't seen enough. That nigga scramble out every motherfucking play, boy. Let me start. I'm finna start cheesing then.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. first and 10 at their own 23.
I had him here.
On the ground they go with the running back. And they're running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight.
You know, I got to get ready to play my playoff game. What's going on? And they want me to stream so they can watch.
Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Pressure on button.
At the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got
Totally
stopped?
pressure
0-0
on.
right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, we're just getting started here. Should be a long way to go.
Light work. That's light work. Let's go. That's light work. That's too easy. That's light work. Ah, bitch. Glad I screwed the meter over.
There's no guarantee that all the points they score on opening weekend are going to be the average all year long. They're certainly starting to set that type of pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm not talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, you got my cover. Oh, he just snuck out there and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And it's dropped down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead,
I'm sorry, they think he's good. This nigga.
those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. It felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
I needed to do it.
Flush to his right. And this is complete to Moore.
Damn, I ain't get to set my shit up like I wanted to. It's cool.
Way to the 30.
That's A-okay.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field
You
position?
start setting up ASAP. Quit pressing on 2. I'm looking at do that later.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22.
The man there love them wheel routes, goddammit.
Pick up on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go.
It's A-okay though, buddy. Slow.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey.
No, sir.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up with his line back.
Timeout. That one of them system play and shit.
And now it's
Move on to the next.
by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
When you rich like this, every day it's gonna rain. Yeah. Made a brick do a brick, can't whip up shit, this pure cocaine.
Looking to throw on third and 1. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter. They were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But the good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey
God damn, I sent everybody that way and I still couldn't stop it. That's cool.
First and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Out of the Newton. This is caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this.
Like, damn, I accidentally picked the wrong play again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, the mechanical. He'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt.
What the fuck is he doing?
Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he's able to put it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumble.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it's going to be falling one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
Matt Ryan, way to sit in there and take the hit, boy.
Here's 1st and 10.
Just knew you was going to underthrow that one.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
I probably got to call a timeout. Say hut, say hut.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15.
Man, I couldn't switch the play.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Mario Anderson. In there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they'll come to lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case,
and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
you can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it, this is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Now he's flushed out left. And
Man, it's lightning hard than a motherfucker out here.
The blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Moving the throw. Escaping the pressure right. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's the only thing I heard about quarterbacks like that.
It looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
I want real fucking screaming quarterback.
Accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different passes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And that's Mayor Wilson, right side. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And now a play fake here on first down. And it was hit as he released.
That nigga just did that play.
And that's what you got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You just start spamming if you want to, bro. Come on.
You need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Eluding the pressure. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go.
Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Looking like the Vic Beasley of 2016 on that play, Charles.
That's the one that they want, too, because remember, that Vic Beasley, 15.5 sacks, led the NFL in that category that season. Dropped to just 5 in 2017. He also dropped in the coverage more trying to help out his team.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run.
Let's go. Timeout.
The Falcons going to use another
There we go.
as they'll head to the
Let's go and get this rocket moving, man. Go down here, score the ball back at half, score again,
It's
man.
third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here now come the Falcons. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that they wanted that. Panthers too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. Able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Damn, I forced it. I don't even know why I went back to that fucking play.
Position couldn't hold on, third down.
I forced that one.
Play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? It creates a lot of confusion. Got a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play for football.
He's going to lock one deep left side here.
Let's see if I can hit you, nigga. Let's go.
Big play there just before
Let's see.
attack. And even 50 yards.
I know they had good coverage down
See if I can hit you. Keep giving me that room right there.
How does that happen? That they can get that far downfield and complete a pass?
Take that last time out. Oh, we had to take it. See that nigga here, boy.
Now before the second down play, we'll give
I'm for to start spamming too.
As the clock
Fuck
stopped
that.
37
I'm
seconds
gonna do
to
myself
play
like
in this
that.
first half. Sacks
I'm mixing the plays up and you study.
This is second and long.
Sitting in that shit.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to jwestbrook, and it'll bring up third down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter got the time to change things. He's going to wind up and in and out. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I don't think this nigga homeboy know what mixed plays up means.
Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. This will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Newton on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. That will be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This nigga.
In there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As well, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Got fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Damn, St. Brown, you would have caught it.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to walk one. Deep left side here.
This nigga dropped it.
There, but it falls incomplete.
All right.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, it becomes man on man.
Okay.
And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, what a bad throw there.
That was a bad throw.
Picked up by Dante Jackson, the first of his career.
I can live with that, though.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half
Definitely can live with that. I should have waited a little bit longer to get that behind
That's the
me.
equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real
coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Newton. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Adrian Claymore in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
We could counting yardage on that one, David. That was truly 3rd and mile, wasn't it?
Well, I thought they might just go underneath, but they did, and they wanted to get the first down.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would try to take some yardage.
Thank you, alright.
And the Falcons will be taking
what you want to do?
1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And then a lot of guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Ryan to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Newton. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, Newton forced out to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Newton now to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. 20. Operating from the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Newton. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyler Davison in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A handoff to Smith, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Cam Newton, 3 game-winning drives for the Panthers last year. He's got a chance to lead one here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Express! 20.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
20, 20.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a 1st down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.